What was your experience like in the RE classroom during high school? Was it inspiring? Did you even open the Bible? Or did students snigger, complain in class that the topics were boring, old and outdated? Teaching RE has been considered to be one of the toughest jobs in the universe. But why is this? Is it purely because the content isn't relevant to the students, or are there other factors that lead to this challenging classroom? The research problem that I'm going to investigate is how does the level of relevance to students impact on their level of engagement in the religious education classroom. The purpose of this study is to consider what factors are contributing to the low student engagement levels within the RE classroom and what ideas can be drawn from these to increase these levels. The context that I'm focusing on is a Year 10 RE classroom, and with this the following factors need to be considered. The teacher influences and their ability to find relevance, the students as individuals, their predetermined ideas, peer influences, and also their parent morals and beliefs. The research questions that are going to be answered through this investigation include: 1. Is RE relevant to students today? And another one is: how can RE be relevant to students today? It is a highly significant research problem because it is a compulsory subject in all Catholic schools, and students must be engaged from the very beginning of their RE experiences. Students will be pre-tested, and then the strategy of teaching the RE curriculum according to their responses will be trialled for 10 weeks before retesting or evaluating the students' level of engagement in response to the relevant curriculum. The participants will be an entire Year 10 level. Prior to introducing a varied RE curriculum, the students will be asked to complete an anonymous pre-test survey that consists of open-ended questions using I statements that test the initial attitudes of these Year 10s. Some of these questions would include: to what extent do the topics covered in RE interest you? What would you like to learn about in RE? Have your previous RE experiences affected you? And what style of teaching would help you learn better in RE? This method of data collection is being used because Rosita used this method in 2002 and found this to be a highly successful tool. Following from this, I will read the data and use the student information about what they want to learn and how they would prefer to learn by incorporating it into the curriculum. I will then teach these 2 units for 10 weeks. At the end of the 10 weeks, students will complete a similar survey that focuses again on their attitudes towards RE so that the comparison remains consistent with the pre- and post-testing. They will then complete I feel statements and list the 5 most important things that they learned from these 2 units. This data will again be interpreted and reassessed as to whether the first survey was accurately responded to and whether there was in fact change within the engagement levels. The limitations of this research plan includes that some students will not answer honestly and try to respond to the survey questions in a style that they believe the teacher would want to read. Students will be reminded that it is a personal response that they need to record, not an answer that the teacher would deem suitable. Another issue is that students with either specific language-based learning disabilities or EAL students may find the questions challenging to respond to. These students will be identified prior to the commencement of the study, and through consultations with appropriate departments, parents and the students, there will be a support plan in place for these students where they may have a teacher's aide assigned during the survey completion, and students may also have an extended time to complete the survey.